How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be painting an Enclave Tesla Trooper in my scheme that I haven't tried before, but let's see how it goes. Here we have the Mini in a so-so Zenithal Prime. We're going to start with an all-over base coat of Procryl Dark Worm Gray. It's actually my first time using this brand. I'm already thinking of converting my existing colors over to this brand. If you wanted to, now would be an ideal time to wash the Mini. Go ahead and get those recesses shaded nice and dark. Here we're going to use Procryl's Payne's Gray, which is more of a blue than a gray, but anyways, to cover most but not all of the Dark Worm Gray. I went with the blue as I wanted my Enclave army to have a colder color. I feel like it gives them a sharper, almost factory new look, as opposed to the Brotherhood who look like they've been through the wasteland. Here you can see that the Dark Worm Gray is still visible. That's exactly how we want it. Also, to serve as a reminder, make sure whatever you do to the body, you also do to the arms and the helmet. Now we're moving on to highlighting the armor by mixing in a bit of this rotten white. As long as it's close to white, it doesn't matter. We just want it to brighten up that dark blue. You don't need to be too careful with this, just make sure you can still see that original Payne's Gray behind the highlight. As you can see here, it's not an even coat. Kind of splotchy in a way. That's exactly what we want. We're going to follow this exact same process again, just by adding a bit more of that white into the mix and making the painted area even smaller. Here we are once again adding even more white, but now just focusing on the smaller details of the armor. Another reminder, whatever you do to the body, you do to the arms and the helmet. After all that highlighting, you should end up with something like this. Now we're pulling out a bright orange, in my case rust but Vallejo. We're going to lay this paint onto the Tesla coils that wrap around the body and the arms. Some of them are kind of hard to see, so make sure you follow them all around the armor so you don't miss any. Then we'll pull out a vibrant yellow and add small highlights to the Tesla coils to simulate reflections. We'll use both the orange and the yellow to add color to the lenses on the helmet. We'll start with the orange. Move on to the yellow. And finally, add a white dot highlight. Now we'll pull out a nice purple paint of your choosing. We'll use this to paint all the energy points that are all around the armor connected to those Tesla coils. Followed by some highlights, gradually adding white to the purple and making the painted area smaller and higher on the energy point. This way, you'll end up with a nice glowing effect around those energy points. Moving on to the plasma rifle, we're pulling out a jade green to start the process for the glowing plasma flowing through the rifle. And again, just like everything else we've done so far, just gradually add white into the mix and bring that color up. In this case, finish off with white in the smallest areas in order to achieve that glowing effect. After looking at my reference picture, this part of the rifle is a light orangey color. I got this color by just mixing both rust and that vibrant yellow I used on the Tesla coils until I got close enough. We can't forget about those energy canisters on the back, simply going through the same process as we did on the energy points, starting with purple and bringing it up. Here I show you that I didn't realize until later those same coils and energy points are on the arms as well. And here we have a tabletop ready paint job. You can leave it as is or continue a bit more by adding extra highlights and some battle damage as I've done here, with the base painted up using Payne's Gray and highlighting with dry brushes and a dry brush of a sand color. We have a finished model. To finish the video off, here are a few close-ups. If you have any questions or tips, leave them in the comments. Let me know how you think I did. Leave a big old thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks.